Folk art is simple and decorative and easy to do. We're going to be putting our paper the wide way. So you can place it so that it is longer on the top and shorter on the sides. That way we can fit at least 4 trees across our paper. Let's choose some autumn colors. Warm colors like red, orange, yellow, gold. Brown is also a color that you see in autumn trees. And there are still some leaves from summer, so you can add any greens that you want. You might have seen this color of leaf, which is kind of a dark magenta. That would work too. Using one of your colors, we're going to start at one end of our paper and draw the outline of the trees, leaving lots of room for 3 more. If you only have room for 3, that's fine. I'm going to make this tree a tall oval. It does not have to be perfect because trees are not perfectly symmetrical. I'm using the side of my marker to color because it's a lot faster. And I'm simply coloring in that oval shape that I made. That's tree number 1. Tree number 2 can be a different shape. Maybe tree number 2 is also one of my autumn colors. Maybe it's a little broader. Maybe it has edges on it that are curved. This is what I call a free-form shape because it's not quite a circle. It's not quite any particular. It's not any particular shape. Choose another color, or if you'd like to do a pattern of orange, red, you can do that. I'm going to try some yellow on this one. And I'm going to be making a tree that's kind of wide, almost kind of looks like a diamond or an arrow. Making sure that I'm leaving room on the bottom for my trunk. And I'm using the side of my marker, getting rid of all of the white spots. Here we go. I still have room for one more tree, and I want that to be green because I love summer, and I'm not sure I'm ready for summer to be over yet. I don't know about you, but that's how I feel about it. And this tree, I think it might be kind of like that tree, only maybe it's more ziggy-zaggy and a little bit shorter. It could even be a weeping willow. They can go off the side if you run out of room. And there we go. One thing about folk art is that it's very simple. So your designs can be simple. I'm kind of giving it some texture by going back and forth, but I'm still covering all of the white spaces. It's time for our tree trunks, and you need to use a dark color for this. I've got brown or black. You can use whatever you want. I'm going to just stick with black, making all my trees the same to give it a uniform look. And now it's time to have fun with your branches. You can make your branches very decorative, just like we saw in the picture. So here is my first tree. I'm making a very long trunk right over my color. And now I'm going to add all kinds of interesting lines. They don't have to be perfect and exact. They can be however you wish. I'm going to add some circles on the end to make it look decorative. And all kinds of lines and shapes. The idea is to make each one look like it's different from the rest. Still using my black marker, I'm going to work on this tree now. The trunk doesn't have to be the same length. Maybe it's further off in the background. So I'm going to make this trunk a little bit shorter, right about there. And I think I'm going to give it a Y, like this. Thicker trunk, higher up, further away. And I'm just going to add some beautiful branches. That are curving and looking beautiful. 2 trees down. What should I do with this one? I think it needs to be the same length as this one. So I'm going to come all the way down the tree. Nice narrow tree. And this time I'm going to add narrow branches by using the very tip of my marker. Do you see a pattern? Short, long, short, long. I don't know what yours is going to look like, but as you know, it does not have to look like mine. Maybe these branches are curvy on yours. And our last tree is right down here. Going to make sure that it is a little bit thicker like this one, but it's not as long as that one. I like to make a variety of things. In art, when you make things varied and they don't look alike, they look more natural, even though this is quite a nice work of art. And this one I think I'm going to make very special. I'm going to give it a nice thick trunk that's a little bit longer than this one, a little bit shorter than that one. And I think I'm going to make them zigzag because this is a very zigzaggy tree. So up here, there we go. I'm just making this up as I'm going along, and you can too. Some of the branches go sideways. Some of the branches are going in this direction. Adding them all around like I want to. That's a very good folk art picture. And now it's time to add things that I would like to have. And now it's time to add my own details to make it just what I want. I could add more trees, I could add birds, I can add some grass, I can add a sun or mountains in the background. I can add flowers around it. Let's see what you come up with. Pause the video and add your own details. I'll see you back in a minute. There, I hope yours is done too. If you'd like to see how I did this, watch the fast video that comes next. Ready for a challenge? Try some of these great ideas. With colored pencils and marker pens, you can make these beautiful designs in your heart. These speckles on here, you can add the feathers of the bird. I also used colored pencils for the white inside of this. Have fun bedazzling yours. You can get these items, paint marker pens and watercolor pencils or colored pencils, anywhere in your grocery store, or you can get them on Amazon.